Hey, howdy everybody. Welcome to my second channel where I will be posting some movie and TV reaction content. This should be a lot of fun. I'm being a little bit quiet because it is currently 10 p.m. and everybody else in the house is supposedly sleeping, but who knows. I will be watching Severance. This should be a lot of fun, so we'll see if this pops off. If not, I mean, I don't care. I'll still do it because it's fun, but it should be a good time. If you are watching this on YouTube for free, not on Patreon, then cool. Thank you for watching. Consider, if you want to, consider going over to my Patreon, link in description. You can join the newly revamped Tier 3, which is now the movie and TV show early release or like early access reaction tier. So you'll get early access to the edited and full episode reactions. However, if you are watching this and this is the full episode reaction that you are watching, you will have to sync up your own copy because of copyright issues. So I won't be able to show you just like picture in picture the full episodes or the full movies that I watch. So if you want to watch those, they'll be there. They're really easy for me to edit because all I do is I just put the video in there and then I just I delete it, but I will sync up the audio with like my reaction to it. So hopefully there won't be much pausing. I will try not to pause at all because that would mess with your synced copy, but whatever. Anyway, the edited reactions are going to be just fine. And the way it's going to work is the Patreon tier is going to get early access, probably like I would say like a week early access in general to any of the TV episodes and movies that I watch. And then they will go live on YouTube for everybody after that week is up. So if you would like to support me and get a week's early access to all the TV and shows and movies that I watch, consider going over to my Patreon. I also have a new tier, Tier 6, which is the movie tier, where you can recommend, or I guess suggest or like request a movie for me to watch of your choosing. Please use discretion. Please pick movies that will not scar me for life. Thank you very much. And we will have a good time then. I invoke the right to refuse and refund anybody who abuses this tier. So just letting you know, just putting that out there. But this should be a lot of fun. I am interested to see how a second channel will do and how it'll grow. So this should be fun. Okay, I've said this should be fun like 17 times. Let's get into this. I'm watching Severance. This is episode 1, which for some reason, why is it playing? Go back. This is go back. Okay, whatever. Anyway, this is episode 1 of Severance. So I'm going to go over to here, and if you are watching the full uncut reaction, I'll help you sync up your copy. Here we go. Let's get into this. Let's check this out. It's gonna be a good time. Oh, if you're noticing, you're seeing my garbage back there. No, you're not. Severance, episode 1. Oh, I should say, sorry, I should preface this by saying I know almost nothing about the show. I know generally the premise where it's like people who go to work, but then their work personality is completely separate from their outside of work personality or something. Not sure how that happens, but there's like their personalities are severed. So they have like their work life and their home life and they're completely separate. And there's some conflict there with that. So that should be a lot of fun. I said it again on purpose that time. Anyway, this is Severance. That's all I know about it. I know the one dude is in it, and it's made by Ben Stiller. So, let's go. All right, this is episode 1, season 1, episode 1. Good news about hell. Here we go.
Who are you?
Why is she on a table? Did she just wake up after she got to work? That's all I know from the premise. I don't know.
Hello?
I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey.
Who's speaking?
This is a really fun opener for a show. This girl wakes up on table. And you have like 30 questions right off the bat. Perfect setup.
Open the door!
Open the door.
Let me out!
What did she just... What threw her backwards?
Now to start, who are you?
That's the first question?
First name will do.
These people not remember who they are when they get severed or whatever, if that's what it's called. That's got to be freaky.
In which U.S. state or territory were you born?
Oh, it's like a blank slate.
I don't know. Delaware. What is this?
Delaware.
Okay, well, she remembers Delaware.
So that's unknown, Delaware, unknown.
Delaware. It's him.
That's a perfect score.
Is she like a test subject? Are they testing this severance ability? I'm confused, and I know I should be, and I like it. I love being confused. I love trying to piece things together. My thought is, he's going into work now, and he's about to not remember anything he does at work. That's a very symmetrical shot. So is this. I'm hoping there's some good cinematography in this. I love good cinematography. We're getting some very, like, center composition shots. Oh, weird. They're really building up the unsettling kind of corporate atmosphere. Okay, we got a carving of a dude. That's going to be something to remember. I'm assuming. Perhaps the boss. I'm getting kind of, like, Control vibes. I never finished that game, but it reminds me... I played a few hours of it. It reminds me of at least the beginning of Control. With all the very pristine, like, steel work environment. What's his name? Mark Scout, was it? I saw his badge briefly. I think it said Mark. It was like Mark or Matt or something with an M. This guy's from Parks and Rec, right? I never... Like, I recognize his face, but I never watched I never watched Parks and Rec. Yep, there it is. Ooh, they did the little, like, zoomy thing. Ooh, weird. Hey, this is fire. This feels like music that played during a Breaking Bad montage. I mean, Better Call Saul montage. So you went in the elevator, and then as you go up the elevator, you enter your new personality. Your new you, I guess. Whatever it is. Man, I just, I love that they're kind of taking their time with this. Like, really showing you how expansive this hallway is. That's a nice green color.
Hi, kids. What's for dinner?
God damn it, Irv. We warned you.
About the greeting? You were kidding.
No, we sincerely hate it.
Did the kids make you dinner in this scenario, or?
Yeah, what kind of a shit dad are you?
I don't know what's happening at all. I'm so confused.
Mark, could I have a word?
This seems like such a cheery work environment. I'd want to live here. I mean, work here. It's a bit stale on the eyes, but they seem to be happy, mostly. Macro data refinement. So what was he doing with the numbers and boxes? That's what I'm wondering. I'm just going to audibly address my questions because that's what you guys want me to.
Last time you saw Miss Cobell, she was in her old office. Now she's in her new office. It's a completely different office.
Say office one more time.
But I know a compliment about the office.
He said it.
Nice office.
Oh, it's horrid.
I'm trying to mentally piece together what's
The
happening.
board will be joining us remotely today.
Just seems like corporate speak right now.
I have Mark S. at my desk.
Zoom call.
Petey is no longer with this company.
They got my man Petey. They got him.
Mark S., at this time I confer upon you the freedom to serve here in the advanced role of Macrodata Refinement Department Chief.
He's been promoted. Does she know about her outside life? Like, what is the extent of, like...
A handshake is available upon request.
At what point do we reach the level of hierarchy where, like, you can know about your outside life?
Thank you. May I have a handshake?
This feels so weird. I love that the board has just
won't be
said
contributing
nothing.
to this meeting vocally.
What is this?
Just start at 1A and continue by line based on her answers.
Oh,
What if I just
okay.
talk to her?
Interesting. Okay, so now he's, like, managing some of the new hires. This is so weird. I love this. It's weirdly unsettling, but in a really interesting way.
Who are you? Hi there, you on the table. I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey?
He's, like, so confused. Okay, so they've got a camera on them. Oh, she's right there.
Open the door.
Should I help?
This is so interesting. Day one on the job and you mess it up like that, Mark.
Then what's my name?
Helly. Your name is Helly. Helly R.
Do they not get last names? Or do they not get to know their last names? Interesting.
The good news is you're at an orientation.
This is so well done. The camera compositions are so unnerving by being like very center focused and symmetrical. I forgot the word.
To start, imagine yourself as a seesaw. Ow!
I want to know how the other trainees reacted.
My name's Mark. A few years back, I woke up on this table. A disembodied voice asked me 19 times who I was. Oh, that voice's name was Petey, and he became my best friend.
And now Petey's gone. Rip my man Petey, they got him.
You've asked twice to be let go. Ask one more time.
Can he say that? Can he prompt that?
I would like to leave the building now.
So let's get you out of here.
There's no way they just let her go, right? Or is it, oh, wait, is she going to get let go, but her other self is going to keep coming back? Something's up with the quality on Apple TV desktop. It looks kind of weird. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, her other self walked back in. Oh, yep. This is so interesting. This is such a sick premise.
Well, you did leave just now. Out into the stairwell, at least. You left, but you came back.
He said it so matter-of-factly.
The good news is there's only one part left of your orientation. It's a video. Welcome to Lumen, Helly.
I love just how weird this whole thing is. It's so otherworldly. It's so, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so weird.
Are you mad at me?
For the incompetence or the disobedient?
Well,
Yes!
Oh, that's got to be weird. She's watching her other self's, like, interview or something.
I'm making this video roughly 2 hours before it will be shown.
That's sick.
I give consent for my perceptual chronologies to be surgically split.
Oh, it's surgically. Is it actually physically in their mind split, or is it a physical thing, or what? That's weird.
Alteration is comprehensive and irreversible.
Interesting.
Do you have a family?
you'll never know.
Oh, that's so weird.
Every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
This is such a unique premise. And then what is their job? I have so many questions. I love the shot through the little slits in the dividers. Oh, that's weird. Is the upstairs part shot differently? Like the camera lens is different? Or is it just in the elevator that it's more noticeable? Because like his face looked a little bit weird when they were up there in the offices. And I don't know if it was just because like the camera's weird up there the whole time. Let me know if I'm onto something. Because that's so sick.
Boxes in a room chair slipped on an overhead projector slide and sustained a minor blow to the temple.
Oh, they can just tell him whatever they want.
Hey! Maybe keep your eyes on the icy road.
Sorry.
Okay, rude. Also, how did he hear her? Oh, I love how symmetrical everything is. It's so satisfying to watch. Oh, and all the houses look the same too? Or at least they're all the same color. No, what kind of dystopian world is this? That's such a yucky bluish color too. New character. Girlfriend?
Shit.
Sister?
Remember that time when we were kids and I was just generally way better than
Sister.
Oh, must have
Yeah.
slipped my mind.
We're nearing the anniversary, so I just thought maybe you'd want to be around people.
Of their parents' death, most likely. Called it.
This is nice. When did you get it?
It's from work. I apologize.
Did they happen to tack an explanation onto that
It's
at college?
fine. Got a gift card.
Oh, you got a gift card. Where's he going to?
Here you go, you get a free meal at Pips. So do people just know, what goes on at this building?
Apparently, it would have been a faux pas to have called it World War I.
All right.
Well, obviously.
No one would have called it World War One because World War II hadn't happened yet.
I have a thought about that.
Mark's work is sensitive enough as to require the severance procedure.
Oh, they do know about it. This seems to be a divisive issue.
If I give you $3,000, will you forgive me?
Make your own sandwich, dude. She's pregnant. What are you doing? Help your sister out.
I'm proud of you for taking that job. And I think she would have been too. I know she would have been. forgetting about her for 8 hours a day isn't the same thing as healing.
Is that why Mark took the job? Because he wanted to forget about his late wife? Oh, this is so deeply layered. I love this.
So I won't finish with
Not the race car bed.
But if you provide said child with all of its beds upon birth, you allow it to progress across the room at its own rate.
Okay, then. That's concern.
I think people really enjoyed you tonight, Mark.
Get your hand off his foot, Rickon. What are you doing? He's a strange little man. Something in the woods? I saw. Oh. Is this a horror show? Well, the premise is very set up to be horror-like, at least thriller-like. Oh. That was the old dude, right? Wish I could remember.
Looked at me weird, like he knew me.
Wish I could remember his name.
Hang up. Quickly.
No, wait. Actually, I don't think that's the same dude.
Hi, kids. What's for dinner?
No, that's not the same old dude. That's a different guy.
You don't got that reference. My name's Petey. I'm from...
Oh, no. It's Petey. It's my man Petey.
Plausible.
He escaped somehow from the Severance. Isn't it? Yeah, I was going to say, didn't they say it's...
Bypassing the implant wasn't easy. I had help.
Didn't they say it's irreversible?
I think they're after you or something.
They being Grainer, who's probably out here right now. Nothing down there is what they say. If something happens to me, the things I know need to stay known.
Down there? What?
I'm your best friend. You're my very good friend.
Oh, man, Petey. Oh. It's like, oh no, I got other friends.
I used to think it would take a monster to put someone in a place like that office, especially if the person was himself.
Down there, what is that? Like a lower level of the building or something?
Go alone, and you'll find the beginning of a very long answer.
Oh, that's so sick.
Oh, will you color me
Wait, is she?
embarrassed for the mix-up
Mrs. Selvig is the old woman. Mrs. Selvig is the woman at the office. I'm calling it. Yep.
You're good
Yep.
people.
Called it. You're good people. That is not correct. But if you're talking about him and his other persona, then yes. Okay, now does she know? Is she aware or is she severed as well? Oh, no, she's aware. She's aware, dude. She's aware. Let's go. W first episode. I am so on board. There's so much that I love about this. This is amazing so far. I think my favorite part is just the overall atmosphere and the vibe of it. It's so unsettling. It's so strange. Like I said, it's kind of otherworldly. It's kind of giving me that weird futuristic 60s kind of vibe, the way The Incredibles kind of does as well, where it's clearly set kind of in or around the 60s, like the cars, the way the buildings are. It looks kind of like that, but it has a lot, there's more high-tech stuff going on, but it has that sort of atmosphere. At least that's what I'm getting from this, and I really like that. That vibe is super, super cool. I'm so on board with this mystery as to finding out what is happening at the company, what is going on, like down there. What does that mean? What is all of that? How did Petey, obviously he took out some sort of implant in his brain or in him somewhere, wherever it is. I'm assuming it's his brain because obvious reasons. But Petey got out and he was not part of the company anymore. And now they're going after him. We've got that person or entity with the G name that I forgot. I'm going to have to keep a notebook and write down my thoughts and things to keep track of these. so I can know what to say at the end. I think I'll do that for the next episode. And I'll start that. But yeah, there's so much mystery here. There's so much intrigue, and it's such a gripping premise. You take these people who effectively create a copy of themselves very nearly without physically creating a copy. It's them, but as another part of them. And then they go and they work and they do their thing. And then for them outside of work, it's just they go to a building and then, all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock or whatever, depending on the staggered time. And then they go home and they live their lives. And maybe they get injured at work or something. And They get a little gift card to go sit in the VIP section, and their life goes on. And then at work, they're doing something there. I don't even know what their work is, really. I don't know what the whole dragging numbers into bins and things on the screen was, but apparently it's so confidential that you have to split your brain in half and create another whole version of yourself. So something about that runs deep. That woman knows something, for sure. And I wonder if there's something to the analogy. This is kind of what I was thinking in the dinner scene. I wonder if there's something to the analogy of bringing up World War One. They're being like, oh, it's a faux pas to call it World War One because they wouldn't have known that it was the First World War. And it's like, is there something there? Or is it just kind of an illusion, an analogy to, like, you know, you don't know what's going on in your other life. You could have a whole other thing going on in your other life and you don't know what's going on. Like, that is so interesting. This is such a unique premise for a show, and I'm so on board. The acting is incredible, the visuals are incredible, the music's really, really good. The little montage of just Mark walking down the hall, I mean, it wasn't even really a montage, it was just him walking down the hall, but that little part, it just kind of set the vibe. Like, you get the feeling that something weird is going to happen, and then it just plays this happy music out of nowhere, and it's weird. It's that weird juxtaposition between the happy music and like the way that everyone seems kind of friendly in the office and stuff, but there's definitely something way more sinister going on, and I cannot wait to uncover this. I cannot wait to see where this mystery goes. I can't wait to figure out like what Petey has, like what his role in all of this is and stuff. So this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have a great time watching this show. So yeah, and I hope you had a good time watching it with me. I know it's just the first episode. There's not all that much going on. I knew about the premise, so it like at least enough to know and follow my way through the beginning of the first episode. So not many surprises there, but I think from here on out, I know nothing about how it's going to go, other than there's probably going to be some problems between work life and home life. Who knows? We'll see. That should be super interesting. But I'm very excited to see where the show goes. So, yeah. Alright, if you liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Consider supporting me on Patreon if you have not already, and thank you to everyone who has. And I will catch you all in my next video and my next reaction to episode 2. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.